Peace. Peace, Go Hard family, and those who are just becoming familiar with Go Hard. This is Kwesi Boyd. And a lot of people, I was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta with Brother Bomani. And he's like, is this Kwesi Boyd in the flesh? The famous, or should we say the infamous? My name has been out there in the past in more positive ways than negative. And then we realized the negative way was due to jealousy. So we know that Kwesi Boyd has made a major contribution to the movement and still is and will still continue to long after I am no longer here. I will continue. My family name will continue to live on through this movement, through my beautiful children that I have in Gambia, which numbers 4. So it's a very, very happy day, proud day for me. However, I said, as I share, the dynasty in my family continues to grow in the Gambia with 2 sons and 2 daughters. A recent daughter, very, 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 very recent, and I want to shout out the family in the Gambia holding it down, making things happen while Kwesi, move out and connect the dots and make things happen on this end for our global enterprise that we have. In any case, in building in the Gambia, we've had a lot of trouble. And I'm gonna get right to it. You guys never see me talking about anyone on my channel, putting anyone pictures on my channel or, addressing anyone outside of Juliet Rye and the obvious. However, now we have to address more things as they come up so that people can get understanding of what's taking place and the lies that are being fed to them, haphazardly. And of course, Elvin of Elvin B&B, he had to leave his property pretty much for his safety, because there was a lady that was there and her son. The lady was practicing black magic there. Okay. She made several sexual advances towards Elvin. She ran off multiple clients, and those who went through Elvin's B&B and were affected. I can't pronounce the name. Ryla, oh, cool. Thank you very much for chiming in. Anyone that's watching this, man, anyone that's watching this, we have to do something. If something's being done, people are watching, people are calling. Trust me, it's a lot going on. Like I said, before, I was never saying nothing and coming out and just running my mouth all over the place because I knew things would happen in time. And we're at a pivotal point where we're seeing all the fraudsters being exposed for who they are. They capitalize off of these YouTubers, capitalize off of their network. They think, hey, I got 50,000 subscribers. This guy got 2,000. He got 1,000. Nobody's gonna hear his voice. He won't be heard. This is what you got people over here doing. Repack community. Repack community is not a real movement. It's a bunch of people over here on tourism and colonial tourism in every way, sexually, financial exploitation. You know what I mean? Agents to destroy the spirits of those who are coming over there as independents. I seen a young lady crushed by Juliet, her friend, and she was just she's an average person. She has a little channel. She was trying to do her channel. She was suppressed from that. But in any case, it's a lot of corruption in the Gambia. And I'm going to speak about it because I have to, because my children there. No one who has been on this YouTube journey, not many have children there. Okay, think about it. Not many have been there as long as I have been. and damn sure not many has done the things that I have done there. It can't be duplicated in terms of our community build. If you don't have know what I have done and we have been doing in the past, I'm gonna put the website Invest Relocate Africa, and I'm gonna update it. This was attacked by Julia Ryan and the other YouTubers there on the ground that supported mostly Juliet, because in the earlier days I told you she got with the girls, she encouraged them, she emboldened them. I have proof and messages and all of that. So, you know, history is the passport to the future, and it prepares for whoever, and it belongs to whoever prepares for it today. That's Malcolm X. History is the passport to the future. So, and it belongs to whoever prepares for it today. And in saying that, I want to share this right here. Let me see. We're going to take our time. We're going to make a lot of content. We're going to talk. Change is coming. All right. We already know through the past history that without the proper safeguards, that, you know, things could get very sticky in countries that we are planning to, you know, inhabit and call our own. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. This is the opening.
Mr. Moderator, Reverend Clee, brothers and sisters, and friends, and I see some enemies. In fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we had an audience this large and didn't realize that there were some enemies present. This afternoon, we want to talk about the ballot or the bullet.
We're going to stop right there. Malcolm was here. Malcolm played. Now, I just shared that. I don't know if you guys seen that. I hope you did. If not, I hope you heard it. All right, cool. Ryla, did you see that ballot or the bullet introduction there? Somebody let me know. Well, in any case, we're going to talk about the situation at Elvin's B&B. Yesterday, there was a live that was done with myself, Elvin, and Kiki. Kiki loves Nigeria. Elvin explains that he is someone that stayed with me when we had the property in Ghana Town. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a visual, okay? I'm going to give you guys a visual of some of these things. However, he stayed with me there for about 6 months. He came right when all the drama started. However, he was really not fazed by everything that was taking place. So he stayed with me. The drama took place. I actually came to Connecticut. You know, I returned. You know, the lease was up at that property. We had to let that go. There was nothing that could be done for it. You know, a few people stayed there. We let it go. And the negative was so great. Nothing wasn't happening, not in terms of what we were doing. Everything was halted. So he came and he stayed at another property. So he stayed there for a while before he got out by himself. Now it's still people there that that's a part of a group that was damaged through that whole ordeal. Okay, you guys got to understand that. And you know, if we don't recognize people who have made sacrifices that came before us and made investments before us, only to have that obliterated by the very people that are promoting for you to come over there, you're getting to a situation that it's not going to be positive. It's not. It's creating a very hostile and toxic environment. It's encouraging a lot of wickedness to come and destructive energy. Elvin went out. We helped him get set up and everything he needed to do as a group. It's a group of us. All right. We don't got to go in detail. You know, it's a group of us still experiencing loss, injury, casualty, and loss. You understand what I'm saying? And as a community, you know, I was listening to Go Black to Africa, and he was talking about Tanzania and the Gambia and the anti-American, African, or diasporan sentiment that is growing there. And he said, well, you know, I'm not like everybody else who, you know, go and put people on their channel and call out names. You know, he did that very thing. We should expect that from others who have Western values. You know, however, the broader community, when we pick our people who have these disorders, these social and mental and psychological disorders, and put them in front of the movement for our own self enrichment, then, you know, we are seeing something that, you know, as I saw before and I predicted and I told everybody, I know it's going to come. I've been in conflict my whole life. You understand? You know, we got a bunch of people here, you know, now it's just 3 of us. Then now, once that people grow to each group grows, you know, now you got 20 people over here that's with you. Now you got 30 people that's over here with you. You understand what I'm saying? Before everybody came, it was just me, Juliet, and Black Acres. Me, Juliet, me and Art, Juliet, Adrian, and Rick and Sweet Juicy Mama. All of whom we know each other very well. Rick know me better than he know Juliet. So in any case, you know, that ordeal took place, and there's still investigations taking place. Okay, the Gambian people and the Gambian government, you know, they're not fools, man. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's looking for an opportunity to eat off of this cash cow we call diaspora. And you better believe it, the Gambian, you know, political and social system in its strife, you know, there's people who would capitalize off the situation, as in Elvin's situation. We help people build your business, and we'll help finance you as well. We'll help give you money. Everybody goes out on an individual project, and we have a, you know, money, you know, funds set aside, you know, to help them. And in any case, Elvin was, you know, he had his own funds, and other funds were given. You know, microloan was given to him, and $3,000 of that went from the business account to the agent hand, whom Elvin was in the car with, that we know very well. Okay, they went to the property. We got the receipt. You know, we got the keys after a couple of days of going back and forth. We got the receipt, though. We had the receipt. Elvin had the receipt. You know, Elvin was good. He was in this project. It was a property that he saw. He really liked it. And he was like, Kwesi, we got to get the property. I sent my people out there, and it was, you know, it was very difficult to get that particular property, but we were able to get in it. Once we set him, you know, go in there and clean it up, do everything that's needed to be done, then we pretty much leave the property to, you know, it's the person's business, you know, so we just help him get on, you know, you get on your feet like our Kathy and everything. But in any case, Elvin's a part of our community model because he brought in at that time, but he just stayed, you know, out of clear. And, you know, he always say, oh, you know, I like the bag. I like the bag family. I like what they're doing. He always used to say that whole time, all that drama. Every morning, me and Elvin would get up. We'll go on my balcony out there when he transitioned to the spot where I was at. We would go out there and we'll talk about, you know, what he wanted to do and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? And it was a lot of, before diaspora came, we had a lot of fun building. You know, me and the Gambian brothers and sisters, you know, I've been training people for years. You know, then, you know, we took in a lot of people, you know, my boy G, you know, Bugs, Muhammad, you know, Umi, you know, Ida, you know, Ami, you know, whole team, you know, Yasin, you know, making it happen, you know, Nabu, you feel what I'm saying? These are people that have been on the team for years and years and years. My boy Master P, he the one that brought me over there. You know what I'm saying? I can just go down the list. You know, my boy Abdullah, you know, Montana's Grill in Gambia. Y'all want that good fish? Get my boy. He started out training with me, you know, and then he started cooking. You know, he has his own restaurant. He built. Now he's in the UK. My girl Ida, she out there doing her thing. You know, all the people, you know, my brothers and sisters, my students that's working at the Big Apple there in the Gambia. You know what I mean? When I go through, I don't go out much, but I see a lot of people that came through and that I actually taught something for free. Okay. Before I got with Blackset, I already probably had about 30 people that I had trained. And then when I went over to Blackset, I had 4 people working with me. I had on my payroll. Okay. And we went there and we worked and we did everything that we needed to do to help get that situation up, including helping her be free and get money and get lanes so she can build her house. You understand what I'm saying? You know, people see that. I don't got to sit here and talk all that. We was there. Yeah, you guys didn't see the half, you know, but you guys knew, you know, and people that's on the ground in Gambia, you know, you guys, you know, the energy is weird. If we don't come and clean up this mess that was started, somebody got to clean it up. It's gonna get cleaned up. It's just a weird energy that's in the Gambia, and more people are probably trying to avoid each other than they are trying to talk together and, you know, make sure that our safety first is secured in the Gambia. You're not speaking to a fool. I don't know everything. Maybe I am a fool. Maybe I'm a fool trying to come out here and talk. You know what I mean? You know, however, I know I'm not, because I see the results that I have in my life, and I know that others can have that result as well. And they're tremendous results, tremendous from where I came from. You know, we can be successful over in Africa with the right mindset, but we're going to have the larger crowd are going to be pimps in the name of Pan-Africanism. So, Elvin, we got into the deal with the guy. You know, 2 months after Elvin was in the property for those 2 months, we had to clean up that whole property, man. It was, you guys see the work that the team does in the past, you know, with our Kathy. Like I said, we create jobs for people. You know, we do it for anybody because it's a job. You understand what I mean? We create jobs. I mean, not to the point where, you know, we're going to undermine our role. So a lot of stuff had to be considered with everybody. Everybody that came in contributed to this. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody had a part, you know. Art had a part in it. You understand? But I would say Juliet primarily, because she really, when Art was at a point in her life where she was coming here for healing, and she got absolutely the opposite. On her first day, we have a guest that's coming. Dube. I'm gonna let them come in because I want to talk about it. But right now, and I'm gonna keep little notes here. All right. The agent sold $3,000 from Elvin before we even started. I'll put that note there because we're going to go over some facts. Y'all need to know everything. Hold on a second. I need to get charged as well. Okay. Cynthia was informed months ago of the scam they did on Elvin. Elvin has emails showing this. So we covered one area. If you guys want to talk, we can talk about that. Let's take this nice and slow. I want the out of the 32 people that are watching, I know there's 3 people up here that really want to see a change. Contact me. It don't take a lot of people. If you were hurt and damaged in this process, you know, everybody wanted to blame it on me, but now things are very clear. So just as I was to be held accountable, all responsible parties, they must be held accountable. So we're gonna bring this sister in. I'm a Dube. Yes.
Hi, Brother Kwesi. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you, sister?
I'm good.
Okay, excellent. What question you have?
I did catch the show. Well, I just watched it. Kiki Loves Nigeria.
Okay.
And so, it's a bit confusing, you know. It seems as if, like, at the whole situation, like, all of these people popping up, it seems like out of nowhere. So it just seems as if like you guys are a target, you know, ever since what happened last year, it's like you're a target, like your whole organization is a target, no matter what you do or who is affiliated with you. It seems like somebody's out to get them.
You know, it's an attack on the movement. You know, if you know the history, you have to go back in the history. Juliet started with Juliet Ryan, okay? And before Bag started their channel, I know I reached out to Rick and his wife because they came to my compound and before all of this, they came to my compound. They brought me to the land about 4 years ago before they even had their channel. Before Watermeyer even came and seen Juliet. I've been to Bag land. Okay. Bag been to my house. I invited them for dinner over my house. You know, the first time they came, they couldn't. They came and got me. They brought us out to the land, you know, me and my boy P. And then, you know, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get the picture so you guys can see. And then after that, you know, they went to the States. But so they was like, Kwesi, you know, I was talking to them and it was like, Kwesi, you know, they're in the States, wherever. Rick said he was going to plant a whole bunch of trees. You know, at that time, I didn't even know Juliet. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, listen, I'm just trying to network with anybody that's here trying to do something. Maybe, you know, I don't care what it was. I have my own money. When I went to Juliet, volunteer, I'll plant the trees for y'all. Shit, I'm here. I ain't doing nothing. You know, I got a team here. We ready. You know, but when they came back, I didn't get with them. But, you know, I did meet with them 2 times and they came to my compound to pick me up. Immediately after that, I got with Juliet. And then I reached out to them and you know, said, hey, listen, you know, and I asked Juliet, you know, interview him. At that time, Juliet declined to interview him. She said she didn't want to interview him because she didn't like their content. All right. We talking about 2019. You know, so at that time, I'm like, damn, these my, you know, I had no problem with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, same thing with R. Kathy. I had no problem with them. But, you know, at that time, you know, I couldn't, shit, it wasn't my show. You know what I mean? I couldn't do anything. So, you know, Rick made a video and it was like, you know, people here in the Gambia, you know, they're promoting Pan-Africanism. They're promoting, and this is all recorded. It's all documented. I'm not saying nothing that nobody don't know. It's just what people don't want to accept, you know, and they said, and since then they were on the warpath to build their channel in competition with Blacksit. Okay.
So why is there a competition if we're all for the same thing? We're all for the same thing, for the betterment of.
Well, if you just heard, Rick and Cynthia wanted that to be, you know, they wanted that to be.
A competition?
They wanted it to be unity. They wanted to. They reached out to blacks.
So I remember when the whole thing was going on with you and our captain and all that crazy debacle. It seemed as if, because we're looking, we're in the States, we're not there, so for all we know, you guys are kikiing and hanging out together,
Me
kind of like. No, just like Black said, the Bag family, all you YouTubers.
No, hell no. It ain't.
Like for all we know, like we're just watching basically TV, and everyone's
before you had that impression because it was enough space where everybody was in their own area. So Bag was over there doing their thing. It was just Bag, Juliet, Adrian, and Mia Art. Okay.
And now it just seems like everyone's divided because I'm in America and Gambia is on my top 5 to repatriate. But this, like I would love to have a network to come to, so I don't feel alone in a place that I've never been. But things like this, because this is what the world is seeing, messiness. We're not seeing none of the good things. We need more good things to be broadcast. Like, hey, this is what we did. This is what we accomplished with no drama.
If you have people in there that's destroying the good thing, then we have to address that first. Okay. Now, I just share with you how the Black Bag had their spirit crush and then Art Kathy right behind them. Okay. From the main one, and I was right there. Me too. My whole dream was crushed because of Juliet. It was Juliet, and when I left her camp, I wasn't gonna leave Blacksit. I'm a business developer, but she did not want me to work with Art. Everybody know by now what type of control freak Juliet is. It's just her and her husband, and she controlled that whole situation. And it's no place for the public like that. Not your, and however, that's not a movement, what you're seeing. In any case, the Bag, from there, they were pretty much like, hey, it's a problem. I already tried to reach out with them before Juliet. But when I got with Juliet and Juliet said no, I wasn't getting, like me, I made every effort to try to create a brotherly relationship with Black Acres. Now, let me show you guys something because a lot of people haven't had an opportunity to really see. And I'll bring Mr. C. Mac in after, I share my screen. Okay. Could you see my screen?
Yes. Well, I see it coming in.
Could you see Invest Relocate Africa there?
Yes.
Okay, this is our website. I created this website 8 years ago in Atlanta when I came to Africa for the first time. And when I came back, this guy, he had a website. No, he had a Facebook page and he was like, create me a website, right? This is me and Rick right here 4 years ago on his land. And the guy that brought me to Africa, see that?
Yes.
Rick know me. I know Rick very well.
Since all of this has happened, since they went live, and I did not catch that live that Bag did. I'm just hearing about it basically today. But since all of this has happened, since you guys told your side of the story, well, it's not your story to tell. I think it's more so Alvin's story to tell. But you are his business developer and you were helping him with that business. So you have inside information about that situation. But have they reconciled since then? Has anyone reached out?
I have a person that is an important person. Let me see something right quick. See, Mac.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, bro?
Life, man. Good to see you, man.
You see this brother right here? We started out when I said I built that website. He was there. I try to make it. So I try to make it designer with him. What was that? 8 years ago?
Yep, about 7, 8. Yep.
And he was in Atlanta, and we was working with this particular guy, and I had a problem. It was just some misunderstanding, but you know, not with them. They actually his daughter tried to take $40,000 from me. Okay, I called the police. It's on record and everything. I tried to help him. I brought him in our house. I got them an apartment. You know, him and his daughter, they made $10,000 each. I told him, hey, you know, doing the tax return, you can make $20,000. And I had agents out there making 20, 40, 60, 70, 80,000. You know, but you have to get clients. But I told them, you know, I'll meet you halfway. So they made 20 grand off of us, and then they felt they were entitled to more money. And being that I'm not going to give you anything, so they saw I had a network and they tried to destroy that. The same thing that these chicks have done, or did to the community, because I've always had my own lanes and my own business. You know, I can't do anything by myself. But we got 40 or 50 people. You're not destroying me. You come in here and destroy everyone else. Well, see, Matt, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
I wanted to deal with you and speak with you about some things. You in Ghana?
Oh no, I came back for a little bit.
Oh, you came back for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So this brother, we left from Atlanta. You actually came all the way to Connecticut with me, right?
Yeah.
So we came all the way to Connecticut. He came to my family in Carolina. We were staying out in Orlando. So I got family all up and down the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's good to hear from you, man.
Same.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, since then, you know, I was just sharing with him that I built the website just as a mock-up for markets. You know, I wasn't going to build him a website. I was like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to pitch.
Yeah.
I built that whole website. Right now, this website has over 1,000 pages of intellectual properties dealing with repatriation, and over 40 databases, financial databases, investment databases, booking databases that I created within the past 3 years because the technology wasn't global. But in any case, that's how we were able to, when I went to Juliet, I already had a whole model and everything in place that she did not want to execute. So when I went to Art, that's where we began to really take traction with these systems, and we were funneling, you know, it was $250,000 investment. And we had a $2.2 million land development deal in the process that the Stooges, the two girls, knew about. They got with Juliet, and they wanted to disrupt. We had over 500 people that was coming in our community model. 500 people. So with the we still have a lot of people in limbo because of the support that these women, you see someone from like me, and even Bomani. At that time, we was watching Bomani. Thank you for coming on, C-Mac, and bear witness, and we're gonna put it together, man. You know, because, you know, like I said, I've been doing this 8 years. You know, 8 years, and we were able to build. Juliet is the largest land seller from diaspora in the Gambia. Only Juliet benefits from that. Okay.
Wait. Nobody else?
Nobody else.
No Gambians?
You tell me. Where are they?
No, I always thought that she was selling the land and maybe some Gambians was getting some money. I mean, like, I thought the whole thing was for us to help each other. You know what I'm saying?
You know, as far as the land is concerned, my whole thing, and here's some pictures right here when we started. You understand what I'm saying? Like Juliet said, this ain't a kiss and tell, but she's been running around lying on me for a long time, and all of that stuff has come out already. And in any case, we can't buy land haphazardly because we remember the mortgage crisis of 2008. People next door to you could not afford the houses that they were living in. Therefore, your property value was brought down as well as your credit. Right. So just think about it. If you're over in West Africa and you're buying a house in Jambanjelly or Casa Kunda. These are all deals I'm intimately involved in, or was. You know, we started in Jam and Deli, then the Casa Kunda deal, my partner set that up, which we got ripped off for. It was supposed to be a 4-way split. All right. Even though I went with art, that did not entitle them to take the whole project and monetize it when they promised us, and they know I had Gambian family. I've never talked about this stuff because it was one time her character was unassailable. You understand? Everybody thought she was this great person, but I knew once people start packing in here, especially people from the US, everything's going to explode, and it did.
Right.
You understand? So she used her network and her YouTube. These people, their thirst to be on YouTube is only to smother the movement with their own agenda. I'm speaking with you. I'm a real brother. I got children over there. I ain't worried about nothing. I don't ever have to step in this repat market and do anything. And trust me, as you guys know, I could be moving and making moves, and you can feed off this market because, you know, we don't care who we spend our money with. You know, I can go get a B&B and put some Lebanese in there, some white people, or, you know what I mean? And then, you know, our people will flood that. But, you know, we try to do it for our people, and we invite our people in. And if anybody was in that property and experienced what Elvin went through with that lady, please call in, man, because we have to testify. I've seen it, and it just brought an utter disgust to me. And I took my family away from that there. I hadn't been there in months. We were just, and then we were, after Elvin gave the man $3,000 and it ran off, the person he arranged.
How does that happen? Like, where's the protection for us? Like, he lost $3,000.
This is what it happened with Art Kathy too. See, I'm the person, I have to deal with him, but I'm not immune to it. You understand what I'm saying? But it'll be we need it to happen one time, and then when we make that right decision, we need to funnel 20 people through that property. Okay, we got a good damn property now. They ripped us off. The first one with Art Kathy, the guy, because the agent and the owner, they have like verbal agreements, and they have receipts. Okay, you get a receipt for a year lease. It's not a lease agreement. So once you get your receipt, you in the house for the year, you know, you take care of everything on the inside. They take care of everything on the outside. It's just understood like that. So when Elvin gave up the money and got the receipt from the guy, and the guy gave him the key, we never experienced nothing like that. Once we get the key, we in there. You know, if that owner gave up that key, he paid. But he only gave the owner about $300, and he kept the rest of the money, and we didn't find out until a month later.
Wow.
No, 2 months later.
So where was the owner? If he know he ain't get his money, why he ain't show up? Because, you know, he in the States, he's knocking at your door.
Listen, half the market, the owners are in the States, and their family members are running it.
That makes more sense.
The family members are in the States.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now it makes sense to me. There's less confusion. So the actual owner was not there. So everybody's dealing with, you're not dealing with the people who own the property. So that's why it took so long for the owner to realize he didn't get his money. I understand that. I'm thinking that everyone's there in the same place, like you're all in the same.
No. So this is the scam that they do.
So it seems like you guys got scammed. Because
that's what I'm telling you.
You gave your money to somebody and they're all working together. So it's basically on their part.
Cynthia knew this months ago. Elvin informed her in the email. I seen it. You know, I see everything that happened with the business. I run all the business systems, all the people that's working behind the scene, emails, PayPals, you know, all of that stuff, QuickBooks, bank accounts, you know, understand? Because I'm the one that's holding it over the money.
Okay.
She was informed that Elvin was ripped off from these damn land people, the agent, before the lady. We started having a problem later. They didn't even give this man a benefit of the doubt. They was
by calling him, which I'm surprised because they don't even think, they don't come across as that type of people. But then again, they could be Ponzi's. They could be being used.
Let me tell you this. He know me.
Right.
They know me. So why they keep saying that the police is looking for me? You got to take an email from somebody you don't know, just like Juliet and them. They got with those two hypocrites. Juliet did those videos with those two hypocrites. One of them not even in the country. They don't give a damn about Gambia. She's over there running around Africa, whoring around, acting like she's some type of a crusader.
Right.
Whoring around. The first night with my man, everything you come to is our, when she came through, they, and they see what level these properties were looking, and they, and then, I have a lot of sisters that I empower, and there's no secret. I have wives there, but that's my damn business. Right. You understand? I'm doing my part. Don't worry about I go on personally. Go find somebody that want to be with you. Don't worry about what, they all got, I mean, that's the culture. And then you want to take that, and then they went out and said that I was sleeping with underage women. Now they're saying this before the world.
That's what I think that's because at that time, Gambia was being looked at as a sex tourism type of place. So in other people's minds, like, oh, everybody's sleeping with underage. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Over here, we're shocked and appalled, like, oh no. How could you have that many wives? How could you be sleeping with these young girls? But they made it seem as if it was part of the culture there. That, it's just that things happen like that in any impoverished country.
Well, these are young girls, though. Coming and sleeping with underage women is different from somebody being married to people that have children already.
Yeah, but you were never convicted of that. We never seen you go to jail. Didn't no underage girl ever pop up. So that was like just something that somebody was saying, and we never knew who said that.
Right?
It was I heard nobody never came out with this person.
Well, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm married over there. I think you see enough videos. You probably see my wife, one or two of my wives in some videos. Because that's personal life. That don't have anything to do with anything. I try to get them to come in and try to, assist, but never again. They've all been abused. Elvin wife, you heard his wife. Mm-hmm. She's saying hi. These people are humble. Hi, and you ignoring them. And you shunning them, and then you putting all types of filth and indecency on top of the culture in Islam. You understand what I'm saying? You see, I have wives. What do you think when these women came and did that? And poor Art mom came in the same day that they started that because of Go Black to Africa. He took these sisters, put them up there.
Yeah.
Put them before there. Then, of course, we expect that from the other guy. I don't even mention his name because he's a nobody. Right. The accusers, I don't mention their name because the bigger person was Juliet. She gave him all the information. She was contacting him,
and he turned around and did an expose on her too. So
he told y'all, and then he told y'all that she was the one behind it. Everybody should be outraged at the level of disgust that was brought to this movement. People were hurt, devastated, and then you had our people acting a pure fool on their sister Art Kathy, which was the best thing. She had her problems, and I told her about her rhetoric. But if she could have just, it's a prayer. If my people,
when it comes to Art Kathy, I ain't gonna lie. My whole interest in the Gambia is because of Art Kathy. She popped up on my feed, and I was listening to her and what she said. Me being from America, mm-hmm. The way she talked, I got it. Now, right. Somebody not from here, they may not get it, and it will come as if she coming down on you. Right. But I didn't feel like that. I felt like she was just giving it to us in the raw. Hey, when you get here, you're used to this. This is what you're going to get. Get used to it, get with it, and move on. This is how we move around this. So the saying that, oh, they slow and it's like that, that's the way she saw it. And that's her truth. We can't take that from her, but that don't mean like, oh, they slow retarded. It's just slower than what we feel, we're such a fast pace here. So someone who's not from here, someone who don't talk like we talk, wouldn't have got that. you know, and,
right.
and I could see how it could be viewed as negative, but I don't think that, I really think that she was there to do good. That's why I started researching the country. That's awesome. And she is the reason, and I'm so upset that she's not there no more, but she is the reason that I will even want to come to that country, that I even know about it.
You know what? You know, she caused a lot of people to set their sights, but we can't look at individuals anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? This is a clear example of it. You understand? We have to look at ideas. You know, I don't know if you have children, do you?
I do, and I plan on bringing two with me, my two youngest. They will be coming with me. I do have a special need child. That's, I was hesitant because I didn't know how.
Okay.
I just don't know, you know, like if, like, will he be able to go to school? I don't know much about it, so I have to come and visit, maybe next year.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna bring my kids. I plan on buying a home or building a home. You know, I plan on definitely buying land.
Okay. So while we speak through this conversation, I thank you. You know, and what state are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Minnesota right now, but I'm from Chicago. So that's when that's what I was like, the way she talked, I get it. We talk like that, you know.
Well, you know, like I said, you know, when people saw me and Art together, we were just the right choice. Right. You understand what I'm saying? We were talking about building a community. Nobody's talking about that.
Everything was positive. So I just didn't know what happened with it, because we know, you know, she left. You guys decided to separate.
You know, it was a lot that went on because she was attacked there by the two accusers came there, and you know, one of the accusers, and this is a whole story that have to be talked about, you know, and I can talk about it more. However, it was an attack by Blacksit, you know, Moles 2. They all from there, all the pictures are there. I have a whole timeline that I kind of show. I did on Bomani. You know, I put a timeline full of screenshots. One of the accuser left her her messenger open. I was able to go through there and you know, see all types of interaction between her and you know, Blacksit, you know, Adrian Ryan. You know,
is there any organization there? Is there any, like, okay, Americans can come, repats can come to, I have a friend, Steve Coakley, he's in Ghana, and he created Black Think Tank, you know, and it's supposed to be a place for African Americans to come and be able to network. Is it a place like that in the Gambia? Can we start there? So we all have a place to go to and network and build relationships where we can get contractors that we can trust, so we're not getting robbed or feeling overcharged. Is it something like, is there an organization like that? Because what's popping up,
let me
with plastic and stuff, they're selling land now. They're not, you know.
Hey, let me know when you find it.
So it has to be created. It's not there.
Listen, check this out. Let me show you something. And I want this guy, Amadou Lyman Blackman. If you said you are like Art Kathy, stay away from Gambia. There's just a misunderstanding, Mamadou Lyman. And if you can come on, I would like to speak with you. I want to open up a dialogue, because Art's not a bad, that's our sister. That's all of our sister. We all been hurt. We all been damaged. We all need to heal. You know, Black Acres, Sweet Juicy Mama, Rick need healing. Juliet, Adrian, please, God, you know, Adrian need healing. You know, our children, you know, our land. You know, there's a verse that's in the Bible. Let's say, let me see if I can remember. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, and it was something else, and turn thy face toward, he will return and heal the land, something like that. I know I got 80% of it, but it ain't happening right now because we're not humble. But it's happening for some of us because we are humble. Adrian, in his video, in his defaming video that he made with the accusers, anyone that made a video about me and Art Kathy, now that we've been cleared, they're liable now. All of those videos have been downloaded.
Are you guys going to hold them accountable for slandering your name like that?
There was people that were hurt. So it's not even about us no more. Now it's time for the community to come out and do something. We've done enough. Okay, we've been heroes of the movement. We've been champions of the movement. If we haven't, we don't recognize our heroes. Art Kathy, when she got that money, like I told everybody, when we go and get out of the eight, she gave it to me. She was going through her own thing. She just wanted to chill in the house, make her content, get her mind right. You understand? Art was in the house, and we were managing Art too. When you're a handler and you're handling people, you're not just dealing with building the business. You're dealing with their personal issues.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm doing this. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut, so I'm dealing with people that will tear your damn head off. You understand what I'm saying? And the Gambian people, they're not like that. So I got my team, and I have them working with these people that are just. You see, she said Gambia is civilized and America is barbaric. These people
that's true. I don't know. I haven't been to the Gambia, but
they are. There's peaceful there, and there's no guns there. All right. You see what are people dying? Right. I got shot in Atlanta. My brother got killed in New Haven. You understand? We had to kill or be killed.
Right. We do have that mentality. And I don't want to raise my kids there. I don't want to raise my children in this society.
What we have to do is we have to build communities, because you coming over there, like Elvin has land right in Seafood, right? He's neighbors with Blacksett. That lady that came in there, they tried to have Elvin falsely detained after the authorities told her that they had another meeting. So once Elvin, I instructed him, I said, take everything out of that house. We done with it, because the guy was trying to extort Elvin for more money. Elvin paid all the money for the year. Then
does that go on a lot? Extortion?
Yes, it goes on a lot. And he had to pay another $3,000. Give this man a goddamn break. He already got robbed. We already paid you the full money. Then we had to pay back the money that the agent took, okay, which is a 50% more on top of what he paid for the year, okay. Give this man a break. And the guy wanted to get another $1,000. And the stupid part of it is that this guy went to court with us regarding the agent that took the money, and he was on the agent behind. He was on the agent behind harder than us. And I was like, okay, this is, we're going to pay the $3,000 just on the strength. We want to keep the relationship. It was a loss. Let's go ahead and pay the guy the money that was stolen, because he half liable for it. He gave the guy the key. He should have said, at least I'll take half and then Elvin pay half, but he made Elvin pay the whole thing. We ate it up, right? Because I know the guy that the agent, right. I work it out with him some other way, right? And there's some other stuff that went on. Elvin lost his car. They took this man's car. We had to go to court because
who took
the agent? The same agent
took his car.
The agent, but we're not going to go into that right now. Adrian brought a car, and the guy that's an agent, and I tell everybody that come over, don't deal business with people without checking with me first. You understand? So the guy finagled himself, and like I said, we're working on that, and he been through all of this wrong, been done to this man, been done to me, for our people, done to me. I don't even say myself, because I hold my family down at a high level. You know what I'm saying? I got children, I'm in the States. I got children in Africa, and I take care of all mine well beyond probably 95% of the people out in the population. You understand what I'm saying? So over in Africa, I went over there, and like I said, I took my skills and my talents and my resources to pave a way, to clear the land, so you guys can come through and know that it's okay. Oh, everything's okay. I can be there acting in my right senses. So when people come, they can say, hey, the American people here to work. They're helping people. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. Not be over there not doing that. But these people that's out here on this YouTube, they're not intelligent people. They're very low intelligence.
Average people.
They're average workers, and they trying to get their shine.
Yes.
They try to come and still shine that you can't. To be an entrepreneur, to really have a genuine care for the people, you don't learn that in school, and you can't fake it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and telling people just to come over and get a house and then stab your brother in the back, stab the whole repat investment and community in the Gambia, stab them in the back, you know, step on and defecate on the whole YouTube repat audience, your subscribers with lies and deceit. That's all being made transparent, you know, and it's coming from both of these parties. To do this to Elvin, to go out there because you don't like me, you know, and you know,
why are you hated, Kwesi? Why are they not liking you?
You know, I'm fly, you know, I'll be coming through. But then you know what I'm saying? You know, like this, Elvin, this lady tried to get with Elvin. You know, and when Elvin got married, that's what it all happened. And then these people, after all Elvin been through, these people went out there and did that to Elvin. They did it to me. Juliet, she's the mother of confusion and chaos in the Gambia. So I didn't want to have to come out there and tell my people, at least my people who would listen to me. I didn't want to have to come out here and say these things about people there. You understand? Right. Everybody's, you know, you see how I get down. You know, I'm not sitting there talking about people or focusing on people. I can do my own thing. I'm secure with who I am and what I can do. You know what I mean? I ain't out there, oh, this person's gonna outdo me or be better than me. That's them, though.
Right.
And we were doing them, and it was gonna hurt that market. And then, you know, she couldn't handle it. And now most of the people that win land deals with her got bad situations. And then they're in a community with chaos. Mm-hmm. So when we build our community, we want to vet the people in the community. We want to do it. We want to set up an escrow. First of all, we'll set up a process, a step-by-step process from beginning to end. Okay. In project management, they say get your final project, which is the land, how we want it. You want a playground where you at?
I don't care about a playground, but it'll be nice. You know,
well, I know I had
plans on coming there and start and building a skating rink. You know, building my own. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to rent a place for the first couple of years until I had that skating rink built, because I have children. They're gonna be teenagers. Well, they're 5 and 4 now, but they'll grow up there. You know, and skating was something I like to do, and I don't think there is a skating rink there, but I think it's doable. I think it could be done, you know.
Time is the greatest revealer.
Right.
And we've seen that. But here's what I have to say. Now that time has revealed that what was supposed to be the biggest scam in West African history wasn't. It was an actual legitimate business.
Right. That was tore down by Black people.
There was a real scam. Now, who was the scammer? Who scammed everybody into believing that me and Art Cathy were doing fraud? And that's Juliet Ryan. Okay. So I'm letting everybody that watch, you can accept it or leave it alone. You can go into that situation. Come over here and just buy. You don't want to buy land. We have to learn.
Did you help Mr. Alvin get his land? Were you a part of that process?
Mm-hmm.
So do you do that? Because I don't see you promoting, you know, like on your channel and stuff. Like, hey, we got this land over here. Like, it doesn't seem like that's what you're into. But since you said that, you know, now people know. Because I didn't know to reach out to you for land.
Right now, we have anybody that want to buy land. I won't sell you a piece of land. I'm only focusing on people that want to build community. If you want to go out there and build land,
community, it will be mostly repats.
It's going to be a ratio. It's going to be a ratio of continental, because we want to empower your roller skate rink. We want to be able to empower people that'll be able to work there. Because if you open a shop here and you just put anybody there, your business is going to go down. It's a tourist destination.
Right.
It ain't like, you know, Chicago, New York, and people in there and they're ambitious to that degree. However, roller skating, that can work. You know, it's a lot of activities and things that we had, you know, arcades and, you know, water parks. I mean, this is just a simple somebody put a sprinkler somewhere. I mean,
Not the sprinkler.
They'll carry you. Everybody come and pick you up and carry you down the street because it'd be hot and dry there, and it's not even. You know how we used to open up the fire hydrant.
The fire hydrant, right?
You know, if they have that here, I'm telling you, the joy that it brought us. Because
are you serious?
It is no water parks, but simple things can be done, but it have to be done in a strategic way because you have a lot of people
together. I'll invest in that in a water park. You know from here, I would spend money for that.
In terms of investment, you know what has to be done is it has to be a board set up. There's no board over there. You know, I started it when I was with Blackset, and you know, I'm only saying that so people
do it again.
But my man came up there. He already showed you that. You know, Adrian said, "Yeah, Kwesi saw what we were doing, and you know, he linked up with me in one of their defaming videos with him, and the great defamers and harlots of the Gambia break their silence video, the disgusting, disgraceful video. Anyway, he said, you know, Kwesi saw what we was doing." I didn't know Juliet at that time. I saw Adrian on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, I saw a brother." I didn't know it was Juliet's husband, and I didn't even know Juliet. I just saw her on that video. I wasn't going out. Blackson wasn't nothing then. Nobody. Waldemar did a video with him. And what's a damn video? What work you do?
Right.
What's the name? What did that name do?
Right.
Outside of
I guess because he was popular for traveling around Africa.
And in any case, you know, unfortunately, we come to this day, but real is real, and we you know where we from. Right. I don't know if you see my brother. My brother was shot and killed, but you know, like I said, my brother, he wasn't an angel. He done put people under the ground, all of that. My friends and all of that. We come from a war. I'm not coming over to Gambia to be chumped down by some blue collar workers and somebody from Montserrat Island with 30,000 people.
So, Brother Kwesi, over there, because when I'm not just speaking on the Gambia, you know, there's other, you know, repats putting out their videos and stuff. But what I'm seeing is, like, it seems to be a divide between in this diaspora, whereas you got the English, the British, whatever they call blacks, and then you have the African American. Like we don't get along. There's a lady in Tanzania, or how Tanzania, we say it over here, but I don't think I'm saying it right. Okay. she got all this she got those American dollars to renovate this house that she bought, and then said, "Hey, I don't want y'all here."
This is what I do. Anybody that's on this live, I send out emails because it's important that we get this information out. If you can send me your email at kwesiboyd@yahoo.com if you want to stay updated on my videos. I'm actually going to do another video this weekend. It's going to be a very deep video. It's going to deal with Juju magic and capitalism. I reworded it. But, you know, it's going to deal with at the B&B, this particular lady that was obsessed and she was practicing. People come with this ancestral, you know, rituals, but they're using it in the wrong way. They're not using it for good. They're using it to try to justify their own shortcomings and their own wicked, you know, dealings. Okay. You know, they'll be out there trying to destroy somebody. Then they'll go to these marabouts and stuff like that, or they'll be sitting down practicing these rituals, you know. And then when they get up from the rituals, they start doing wicked stuff because they're in the wrong. So they're trying to, you know, they're trying to say, okay, this person is wrong against me. So I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna do my little. I'm gonna call upon my wicked spirits, right? And then and all that energy is in the community. All the weak-minded people are catching that energy. And then they come out and start lying. Oh, Kwesi stole $8,000. Nobody can tell you what I did. I didn't do anything to anybody outside of the right thing, and that's what they don't like. Adrian, I mean, so we don't go off topic. I don't like to stay on too long. I don't like to stay on too long. I'll let you stay here, but I need to go ahead and speak with the people as well. If you have any more questions, we, you know, put them in the thread right there. If you have any questions for me, hit me up, kwesiboyd@yahoo.com. You have any questions before I go ahead and finish off this
No, that was all
Thank
that
you
I
so much.
had.
A lot of
I
people
would love
benefited from that.
to hear more. I'm going to email you
Well,
later.
let me give you guys a quick rundown because like I said, Elvin's Airbnb is not something that we need, or that was something that we were doing and reaching out, but our community, you see what happens when it was. First of all, the situation, we could have dealt with, being taken for the first money, but the sister coming in there and doing what she did with her son, them trying to fight Elvin, them trying, they brought 3 thugs there in an attempt to falsely detain Elvin or kidnap him and bring him to the police.
That's the thing. Like when you said, like, okay, when I first heard it on the Kiki Nigeria show, and I'm in my mind, I'm visualizing somebody, some dudes, because you said they impersonated cops. So yeah. They just had on uniforms. They put on some costumes.
No. They don't have uniform. The Gambian police force, they don't have uniforms like that.
So how we know who the police
is? Half of them have some, half of them don't. If you have a grievance, you go there, and they do have some in uniform. But like the detective that I work with, he's a detective, so he had to be brought in. They and this was a day after the authorities told this lady to come back on a Wednesday or something like that. And then when she saw Elvin moving the stuff out, she was attached to him. She didn't want this man to go. This lady wanted to sleep with Elvin. They dogged Elvin because this lady went over there, was hating on him because she wanted to sleep with this man. That's all it was.
Does she live there, or
she was just I know you said she came from Senegal? Her and her son. Everything was fine until Elvin got married. That's what Elvin told y'all. And Black Acres went out there and destroyed this man after he'd been dogged by this agent, had his car stolen. When he was in the house with me, he was protected. But as soon as we get out, but like I said, that house, the B&B, we enjoyed it. It was a project for me, my team. Everybody saw it. You know what I mean? Anything that I do get praised outside of the lie. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, why everything end up turning out to be a scam?" Because our community is not used to excellence.
So they physically wanted to attack this man. Elvin's an older man,
Yeah, her son. But they were sitting there laughing because my team was out there. They were just putting on a 6 show. And like I said, now we're gonna push to have this lady arrested for going there on and getting. Now, where the hell you get 3 guys from? You're gonna get 3 strangers and bring them here after we brought you in here and gave you and your son opportunity and paid you guys and you understand what I'm saying? Now you got some 3 random thugs because Elvin was leaving and she was obsessed with him.
So he was leaving to get rid of her. This sounds like some Fatal Attraction.
Elvin was married. The wife called me. You heard? Listen, I mean, we gonna talk more about it. Let me just break some more down. I'll break it down to you like I'm talking to you. Okay. So let me explain. When I put it in there, and I'm a timeline everything. Elvin told Cynthia that the guy ripped him off for $3,000. So she said, "Be careful." She know Elvin got scammed by the agent in the property. I learned on the property. The lady called her and told her that Elvin's scam Elvin's wasn't supposed to be renting the property. That listen, they should have called at the end of the day. That was highly unprofessional. It was not right. And then to say the cops looking for us, the cops looking for her, that lady.
Right.
So y'all know who y'all dealing with. I mean, we need to do a land development deal. I have a group that I put together where we can come together and we can build this together, do the right protocols and systems. Everything from setting up the EIN, setting up a trust here, all steps. This is cost $100. This one costs $300. This one costs $400. A timeline.
How will we go about if for people who want to invest, for people who want to be a part of a project like that? How will we go about getting contact with you?
The first thing we're going to do is contact me at kwesiboyd.com. Right now, we're putting a legal team together first.
Yes, I think that would make everybody more comfortable to know that there's lawyers.
First thing, I already got a couple lawyers on deck and some people. We're going to put a legal team together that's going to assist in us executing a successful land development project, as well as oversight and We need a TRRC, Truth, Reconciliation, Reparations Committee. You know, Gambia went through a situation where they had a dictator, and they did a lot of injustices towards Gambia and the Gambian people, and they're going through that process. There's injustices that have been done in the Repat community that everybody know, and it's blatant, it's there. And you know, we didn't have a mom and pop. We had a multi-million-dollar business going on. We have all the records. You know, those who are out there, those who are watching, those who call themselves business professional, those who call themselves Pan-Africanists, you know, Kwesi Boyd at yahoo.com. You know, I'm not looking, you know, I give of everything freely. I showed you what I built before I even went over there. Ask any one of them, can they show you what I just, and my man got up there and bear witness. I haven't spoke to him in a minute. Right. But let me just show you. So, and the second thing was the lady coming over here, and we're not going to go deep into her. Her name is Marcella Simpson, and her son Marcus. They came from Gambia saying that you know, RJ did something wrong to them. That should have been a red flag.
RJ up in Senegal.
Yep, that's you know, people, and I see where the problem is now. It was the same thing with the accusers. You know, they hijacked the movement, but once, you know, everybody once they took over the plane and threw me and Art with a parachute, because we did have a parachute, the whole plane crashed. Look at all the people that have friendships and that was together. They don't even talk to each other. But nobody came out to public to address those relationships and the filth that was going on there. So I'm going to show you my screen right now just to show you a breakdown of what I had, and we had at Art Cathy Hill for you guys, for the community. So hold on, share my screen. I was at Bomani house, and he has an 8-year-old son, man. Bomani, big up to you, man. I always got to give props to my family and my people that have family. Like I tell everybody, I was a soccer dad. I raised my family around my business. But here, you know, I'm gonna go in. I actually hopped to the page of all of the timeline of defaming information. You know, so with this first one, Adrian of Blacksit, you know, he sent a message. You know, greetings, sis. Hope all's well. It's Adrian from Blacksit. This was Phoenix. Hello, Adrian. How are you? I'm good. My the number is right there, right? I respect. You see what he said? I respect what you're doing. Keep doing it. Some people are no good. Okay, that's what he told her. She said, I seen y'all database and spoken to investors who invested with you and contacted them and moved their money over to him. What's your number? Juliet and myself would love to speak to you. And she gave him the number right there. Okay. That's just one of many, many conversations that God had blessed me to have this thing for her to leave her Facebook account. So while everybody was laughing, kikiing, they was, you know, building one of the most biggest cases in West African history regarding defamation of character.
Yeah.
It's all here. But we're going to go into some positive thing. All of this stuff will come out. But you guys, you know, there's no way a responsible Pan-Africanist would encourage someone to defame, you know, a brother that came in and helped him. I donated money to Blasted Time, intellectual properties. I left in good standings. When I left, Adrian came. They wanted, you know, they wanted to negotiate the situation with me working with Art, Cathy, and Juliet, and I was willing to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But I wasn't going to stop working with Art because I'm a business developer. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I'm a free agent. So in any case, all of that horrible stuff came out to the public, and it's all, you guys are getting the truth now. You know, all of the, you know, she gave birth to the Negro Pan. As a Pan-African, how, you know, Adrian, how could you, and I'm speaking to Adrian right now, I know you're watching, I know your people watching. How could you allow your wife, first of all, to, you know, attack me after we sat down and we established the truth? Okay. I got to look at the screen because I want to make sure that I'm seeing when I'm saying this. And I'm tired and I'm hungry. And, you know, like I said, if I'm on here, I want to be able to, you know, make a positive contribution and not just talk about, you know, the fantasy island. That's what we're going to call Gambia. Is Gambia the new fantasy island? And it is. And when you get there, it's going to be, you know, a trip from hell. But in any case, what they say. But any
I
case,
think I've heard the good, I heard the bad, so I'm just expecting positive things. There are other YouTubers in the Gambia who document, blog their
but
life,
listen,
and
listen,
they don't
sis.
always have great experiences, but they don't
Listen, let me
say
tell
it
you,
in a way that will
you
make me
want me to
not want
tell
to
you
come.
that the whole YouTube community is, 80% of them are toxic. I know them all.
Oh, I could believe it, because who goes around with a camera all the time? I could
Listen, listen. I
believe
got
that.
I got the messages. I got the messages. People that I've known for 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? That I helped come over there, and after knowing them chicks for a week, was willing to throw all of that away. So I mean, come on. I mean, let's be realistic. We know our people.
Well, fame is a hell of a drug too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We know our people. So those who are intelligent, we know we want to be. Even we done moved 9,000 miles to be away from the continent would host our ignorance to here, where we still have to seclude ourselves by those who are coming from that ignorance and repopulating to cause confusion. So in any case, I want to take you and I want to show you something that we had
in this land development, in your land development project. Is there, in the is it
okay.
is land just for building?
Could you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Okay, could you repeat your question?
In your land development project, is farming in that, where we can grow our own food as a community, have a grocery store?
Listen, right now we own over 600 bananas. We have sheep. We have over 1,000 layers. So we get 1,000 eggs every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what we have right now. So we have fresh chicken that we can eat. We have fresh eggs. We have goats, and we have plantains, long and short bananas that we're producing as a community. Okay. We do other things as well. We have other businesses that, that we run. In any case, let me show you this. A part of our community, we have to have industrial. A lot of people want to come and grow and make farms.
I wanted to, besides the skating rink, what I do here right now, I make lotions, I make soaps, bath and body products. I wanted to continue that because, my ingredients I'm shipping in from other places. But if I was there, I'll be able to get that shea butter, that mango butter, and all that stuff that I use.
Could you see my page? Could you see my page?
Yes.
Okay. So this is my site, Relocate Africa. This is the site that I created 8 years ago. However, this particular page came from the Art Kathy. It was born from the need for community build. So our communities would use vacation properties, right?
Yeah.
That way, a person coming over like Elvin, and like I did, in our height, we have 4 properties. Art Kathy stayed at my house. Phoenix stayed there. Juliet been in my house a number of times. We used to host powerful people from the government at my house with Juliet. You understand what I'm saying? I caught a charge in Gambia. It was a big melee. It hadn't been out there, but it was crazy. And I ended up going to jail. Okay. I was detained and I was released because a British man assaulted me. He punched me in the face when I wasn't looking because Adrian backed into his car. What happened after landed me in jail, and somebody was seriously injured. Okay. He had many, many stitches. And I had to pay a lot of money to get out of there. In fact, my land at Jam and Jelly, I had to sell it at that time because they wanted that money within 2 weeks. And that's a whole nother story. So, and all of that will come out in time. But, you can run into it. The same day I brought my land, I was assaulted. We was leaving my house and that's a whole nother story, but I'll talk about that some other time. If anybody's interested in knowing about it, I just hit me up, kwesiboyd@yahoo.com. I'll send you all the information about that and you can see, what took place. It's a case, it was closed out, it's done. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, so we want healthcare, we want educational system, community bank, land development. You still there?
Yes.
Okay, this was a video that me and Art had up. People that were working for me when they started all that stuff, you know, if you've seen a lot of guys that was working with me, they started going down the most too, hanging out with Phoenix, and they was down there with Juliet.
Yes.
So there was other people working at my office, and they were paying them to delete videos, you know, delete certain videos. All right. So I was all that cyber attack, you know, I went through that. You understand what I mean? And we were going through a lot at that time on this community, and everybody know, the whole diaspora know. You understand? Now we're getting down to the dirty rats of the situation. But right now we're looking at the positive that was attacked right now. So we had a business model that solved two problems, which was housing and employment for repats, career path opportunity. Well, 25% of the houses that we buy have for the investors that can come over, you come in, stay in, and work. Okay.
So when you say come in, stay in, and work, what kind of work?
Like Elvin. You know, he sit there. He's at the property there. What Elvin be doing? We got workers there. He don't have to do much, but you know, so that's the type of you know what I mean. He the boss, but he's cleaning up.
So he's more like the manager, making sure that everything runs smoothly.
This is what you do. Everything. You know, cash power, greeting the guests, getting the receipts for the guests when they come, making sure that the people are cleaning. All the stuff that go inside. There's a ton of stuff. So you're managing that. You might be doing booking.com. Like I said, 80% of our money is coming from booking.com. You understand what I'm saying? You know, what Black Acres was getting to advertise, you know, we weren't really making much over that. It wasn't like, you know, they were saying, hey, support, you know, pushing it. They had them there because they were trying to make money, but they wasn't like, hey, push it. Listen, the brother Elvin's over there. He got his business. We got to make sure we support this. If we did not pay him, Elvin ass wouldn't be up there. You understand what I'm saying?
So he was paid for that. It wasn't like he was doing it for free.
Okay, so like I said, you know, like I said, you know, it ain't like they was bringing in, you know, huge numbers. You know what I mean? You know, people were coming, but you know, the people that were.
I don't know the laws in the Gambia, but and I barely know the laws here. But can they get in trouble for doing that since you paid them? What is it? It's like they were a sponsor. They were sponsoring.
Hey, listen, check this out.
Alvin,
if everything is live, I don't know about all this stuff. I don't know. Are there some intelligent people out there that can come and tell us what we need to do? Because we all trying to figure it out. They've been deceived.
You know, and I like the Bag family. I don't have nothing against them, but I'm just saying, like, that seems like you can't say that without checking and verifying, and you know, especially if you work for somebody, you know, that's like me giving you some soap and saying, hey, and you saying, hey, this is great, and then all of a sudden you saying no because somebody else broke out.
Well, what I want to do is I want to be able to run through this right here, and you know, we're trying to figure this out. Like I said, the cops are involved and everything, and what our people have to do is make sure we don't get involved with criminals. You know, me and Art been called criminals, and it seemed like these people are latching on to criminals. Juliet and Adrian Ryan apparently have a lot going on in terms of mismanagement of land and shady land deals, and then of course they're, you know, what I just showed you is very incriminating in terms of their part that they played in the defamation of character of Kwesi Boyd and Art Caffey. So that establishes, and that's just one thing, because I just want to let you guys know that these people are absolute hypocrites. And, you know, as well as Bag, you know, I didn't come out and didn't say anything before because, you know, like Art said, I always try to keep the peace. But at the same time, I got a Scorpion moon in my Pisces sign, you know, a Scorpio. But in any case, you know,
I understand that.
You understand what I mean? And I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. So, you know, like I said, and like Elvin's humble, and the people of Gambia is humble. And these people are coming over there abusing them. I've seen people, you know, people here that are getting these businesses. You know, you don't have the right to go in this country and tell these people, you know, that, you know, they're slow. You understand what I'm saying? Art Caffey used to do it. You know, she was out there. She was a public figure like that. And we understand the general. You understand what I mean? But at the same time, you know, that was the Achilles heel. I never say anything like that. I don't deliver my message like that. You know what I mean? If it come out, it's just another way of saying that, you know, they live in a country that's a tourist country that's undeveloped. You know what I mean? They didn't have the social demand that we had to go out and work within the system. You understand what I mean? So they're not trained like that. They're not as fast as we are, but at the same time, there's a balance. We can bring them up, but we need to slow down too.
We do need to slow down.
And that's what, and so however, the community model, right? And here's the big thing. We get the vacation properties. Now we have an income generator. Everyone coming there, they're going to all of these, they're going to all of these other businesses and spending money, right?
Yes.
It's not that we can't go to those businesses and support those businesses there, but we need to support some of our business as well. So that means we need to have a place, like you said, an intake house,
a think tank.
Sister, she have a house, the Sankofa house, like that. That's what you was asking. No, it's nothing like that in Gambia. The lady that's there, that's really making it happen. That's a good sister. I'm not even gonna say her name. She came under attack under Juliet, but she is working with us, and we're working behind the scenes now because we want to protect everybody. A lot of people up here are taking notes. There's a lot of wicked people up here. They try to dig up my past history, my records, and put that on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It's too much, man. We have this society trying to tear us down, trying to hold us back for putting us in these horrible situations when we have to play the card that we're dealt. Or you might have people have disputes, people have fights in their relationships. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And that's what they put me and my wife, not the wife in Gambia. This stupid girl went up there and made a video talking about the thing was from 8 years ago or maybe 10 years ago, right? I had a misdemeanor. They put that on YouTube, on Facebook to try to defame my character. And you guys can't even see me. I have this great stuff up here, and I didn't want to get off into too much more. I have limited time here, but hold on a second. Let me see if I can find you again. You there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So we don't have much time, but you can still see my desktop?
No, it clicked off when you said, let me find it again. Yeah, I can see you, but I can't see the desktop.
Okay, I can't even see you. I'm trying to find you now. Okay, where was I? Sorry, everybody can't go. Marcus Garvey. Adrian come across to me like a sissy. I see Julia in charge of running things. Everybody see that. That's obvious. You know what I mean? And a part of these rituals is public humiliation. And I've seen that. Okay, check this out. Because people think that they can point one finger and remember therefore pointing back at them. It's a lot of wickedness. Like I said, I just showed you very incriminating evidence from Blacksit to show you that they supported those women in their defamation, which was unjustified, unproven. Actually, the Gambian authorities found in my favor. Blacksit, she went on there and said I had a Ponzi. Where's the apology? I'm not expecting one to come.
I haven't seen the apology yet, and I've been waiting. This 2 years now. I've been waiting for the apologies to come.
Listen, check this out. They're not going to make an apology. You think the Black Bag is going to apologize for Elvin? No, their ego is too inflated. We're too little. Everybody else is too little for them. They're these big YouTubers. They're these content creators, and it has gotten to their head. These people don't represent us. You know what I mean? They represent the worst of us because they're going after the money, and they'll do anything to get it. You know what I mean? And they don't see their nose in front of their face. Our people that's coming together now, we're forming a committee, and I was speaking on the idea. Anybody put me back on track?
You were talking about the land development thing, and then you skipped to something else because the conversation was going elsewhere.
The owner of the property is AA and Gambian. Elvin, it's a group of us. Remember, a lot of people was hurt. All the ones that didn't go up there acting the fool, talking about one investor say, yeah, this shit really gonna fall down now. How are you gonna, brothers went right to this sister with the bullshit, after they've talked to me many, many times on the phone, educated, you know, I'm not even educated. I'm just a brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm never going to tell you something I can't do. You know what I mean? I'm going to make sure I can deliver. You know, but did those ladies deliver? You know, one of the accusers was like, yeah, my brother, he used to be, I knew it was a scam because my brother used to do real estate and things like that. So I know I'm smart. You know, y'all come with me. Let us take over. But
and then what happened? They ended up being homeless and one came back.
Listen.
That was too much.
The first property they got robbed. I can show you another message. They got robbed. The property was only 7,000. She paid 14,000 because the guy at over there at Moles, he got her the property. My wife, one of my wife does real estate. She worked at African properties where all the property was being sold, and we know the property. So once she got in Juliet Network, they started robbing them. Like when they got in Juliet Network, they was over there acting like fool. Yeah, let's get Kwesi. She don't know these people been hating on me.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know the people, you know, they've been hating on me and they just used them. And then, you know, now they're gone. Juliet had all the real estate to get out of it. She didn't care. She just wanted them to be fools and mess things up so she can get the real estate people, you know.
And that's a lot of money. I know people have been sending money and they still don't have their.
Anybody, like I said, you know, right now, we need to do things as a family, as a team. And there's a lot of systems that we can do where we can make sure that, you know, we doing everything properly and everything together. And no decision, as I was going into, it should be done through a blockchain group, He said change management, or on Facebook. What I did when I started with Juliet, I'll create a group where everybody can see all the projects and proposals coming across the table.
Yeah.
All right. She didn't want that. It was working out well. So leadership decentralized, our system of governance that give power to the community, not one person or a small group of people. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you have these brands, they up there wilding. They think they're the god of Gambia and what they say and how they see things, like they're just so perfect. And they, you know, they're willing to compromise their integrity for people that have low characters to try to bring down another person because they don't want them to shine. They don't want, you know, for the right reason. Collective decision-making governance body, a community app. You sign up, vote on important decisions. So in the app, you'll sign up, and you'll be, as a community member, you can become a board member, or on a board of trustees, or the planning group, or the education steering committee. Right? They have apps, right? For, you know, and we've already started developing that. Then community corporate directive, anybody who is on the board or the trustees, you know, there will be a compensation, you know, and that will all be scaled out and monitored out and done in, you know, the business plan and the financials and all of that stuff will be worked out together. And we're in those processes, and a lot of them are already developed. So we're going to bring in the professional people, you know, the business plan, the banker, the lawyer, and those things. We'll put it together. However, anybody interested, hit me up. Within this community model, there's you know, career path. So basically the idea is that we all have a home, but that's not going to happen right away.
Right.
So, okay, you know, whether you have money to get yours right away, you'll be in one place. If not, you'll be in another place. You know, someone that's coming that's just trying to get the, you know, start out, and then, you know, they start through a career path. We'll give them a place to live and work. And provided that we do a proper evaluation, and the more people that we have on these people and screening them and exposing them, you know, the less likely we're going to get people that'll come. And you know, when you're by yourself, you know, and nobody know what's going on, people that have bad dealings are moving around, just causing havoc. After those ladies left me, they went and destroyed the lives of many people. Okay.
Right.
All right. AP and Jody was the first one. When they came over, I felt so sorry for them on that boat. You know, they was coming across that Gambian River. There, he was smiling. They had one of the accusers there. I was like, give it a week, baby. I was home. I was like, give it a week. And they was all having sex with each other. We're going to talk about that later. But anyway, so first, second year is entry level. second, third management, third, fourth executive level. So there's opportunities in the area of housing development, healthcare, education, finance, food service, and much more. These are the properties. This is our vacation hub that we had. This is the famous apartment where Art
apartment.
Mm-hmm. The accusers wanted that apartment. I ain't gonna tell y'all that's how it got started. I told them they had to stay somewhere else, and Art was gonna leave this apartment. So I told them they can have it, but Art decided to stay, and that's how things began to blow up. Petty stuff that destroyed a multi-million-dollar community. People are still around listening and looking and wanting to know what's going on. So we had to wait till all of the horrendous smoke clear. However, this is Beaufort we had, and then the 8-bedroom that, the project that we was developing. So, phase 1 vacation properties, phase 2 story buildings, 3 land acquisition, where we'll incorporate the same community model. We'll create jobs as we create housing and communities, different type of pay scales. You have probationary periods, performance pay, affiliate programs, business partnerships, investing, right? So, and then right here, these bylaws were created through a group collective where I said, hey, we need bylaws for the community. Everybody can contribute, right? So you'll see people names at the end of them who contribute to these bylaws that came. So this is a living document. People will be able to, like Wikipedia. People will be able to submit things, and then it'll be reviewed, and then it'll be agreed upon which ones we'll adopt. Okay, a community, us doing it together. This is the application, and then people will fill that out. Okay. We had over I think we had about 30 people there. Through Art Kathy, we had 500 members. Now, right here, this community land development proposal, this was back then when they started all that nonsense. The problem here with buying land in Africa is that the land is usually in a community where there's no complete development plan.
Right.
You can see how that'll make some people mad when they're just trying to sell you some land. This leads to communities with no roads. Nobody want coming to community with no roads, no lights. The partially developed communities with new homes sitting next to empty lots. Okay, we are going to use a co-op model. We're going to build a community, and all the houses are going to be built. We'll have an industrial complex where we can make products. Your body, your bed. Body and bath, greenhouse, food. They have vertical greenhouses,
right?
Community clubhouse, renewable energy, right? Just think about it. When you buy your house, you're there by yourself, right? And there's a lot of things that can take place and go on, and you constantly need the assistance of the plumber, the electric man, things that may be going on in your house. Your solar power will go down from time to time. You know what I mean? In a community, that's what you have, a homeowners association. You have those things, people can come out and do it, and you don't have to have 4 different plumbers come, each one creating a mess on top of the last one. Telling you, right? We need to be in a community. We can make one big wall around it.
Yes, right? That's what I was wondering. Like, is it gonna be like like here, like a gated community? That's what I was thinking.
That's the new stuff we need. Why are we coming over here and everybody building a house the same way they've been building them, right? And then you got your little house. You build your little house, right? And then outside of your house, the road's not fixed, so it's gonna destroy your car. We brought a car. We lost that car within 24 hours because we got caught in a damn sand trap. We went down a side street trying to go around, and the check stop. Worst thing we did, got stuck there. The car, as we hit the gas, it just buried itself down into the damn sand. I couldn't believe it. I left that damn car there.
Said, I'm gonna make sure I bring a truck.
And then the car that they stole from Elvin. One day I was telling the story, right? I was having an issue with one of my I was having an issue with one of my wives. So I got flying. I was gonna go over there to her parents' house, right, and get her. And then I went down this one way. I tried to ride through the puddle. The whole car damn near went underwater. The engine, right? I had to get out in my nice shoes. I took my shoes off. I had to throw it. Thank God it was like 15 kids on the side of the road. Threw my shoes. I had to get out in the water. Good thing it's no glass and rocks. And we had to push the car out of this damn water. The whole car flooded. And then we called the guy, the same guy that that had that did the agent. He took it to the shop. It's been about 7 months now. That car been in that shop.
7 months.
Okay, listen. Now check this out. Okay, so the land. Here's the land. Here's the land right here. So a person would select the land. We wanted to get pledges. We don't want to get any money from anybody. Okay. We want everybody to let us know what they're working with. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with.
Wait, Kwesi, these are the prices for the land. Like,
yeah, this is the price for the land.
Okay, so a 20 by 20, 2,000.
Original.
Wow.
Okay, so what we want to do is, because we're gonna set up an escrow, but we have to get. I wanted to get 100 people. I got 30 now. At $2.2 million. But the people before this, they will come here. They'll select their land, and we're gonna update it where they can just.
Can we get more than one question? Can we get more than one plot?
Of course. But this is gonna give us a general idea. So you will select one of the lands, right? You would select one of the wall styles, right? Okay. This is just general right now, okay? And then this is going to get refined as we get the people to commit, and then we refine it, and then, and then the house models, 4 ranges, 25, 50, 125, 150, right? Okay. Then what you would do, you come down here, like when all this stuff happened, I just started designing this because we were designing the pages for the vacation properties. But anyway, you will put your total amount here, 50,000. You'll add them up. Okay. So if you wanted 1, that's 4,000. You wanted 3 here, that's 49,000 for the wall, and then the land, that would be 51,000. So 2,000 right here. If I just went 1, 2,000. Right. Then I went to 2, which is 4. That's 6,000. Right. 6,000 plus this house. Right. That'll be 31,000. Right. Okay. Boom, boom. Then I will come here and I will put 31,000. Okay. In your payment option, you will come here and you'll say pay in full with 10% discount, finance, additional 20%, pay as you go, half and half. You will select that. It was real basic just to get some data. Employed, self-employed, right?
So we can do pay as you go, meaning like, okay, get the land first, then put up the wall.
What'll happen if you do pay as you go? Mm-hmm. The house is going to get built because we're going to say we have all these people, we don't have all the money, but we got this down payment, so we need all the money to get it done. So between the bank and the land developer, the house is going to be built, and you're going to pay as you go inside a house that's built.
Okay. So it's not like I'm thinking like I'm paying as I'm building the first floor, then pay.
Not pay as you build, where you have to buy supplies and leave them out there where they're going to get plundered. Okay. Yeah. You go out there and you do pay as you go, and you build that way, and you out there and on a piece of land, and you have to get your own security guard because it ain't nobody around you.
And then you don't know if you can trust the security.
You can't. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so once you submit, land submission complete. Congratulations. Their community members. You see this right here?
Okay.
Their community members. You have successfully completed your build. like build a bear workshop. I used to take my daughters there all the time and get them. So you build your house. Everyone dreams of home ownership. We have Invest Relocate Africa. Right. The African community vision is to assist everyone in accomplishing this goal. We are working with Access Bank to get funding for a complete community build project. We want to make sure that we have enough funds to build a complete community. We understand that many people are not in financial position to pay the full home at one time. Working with the bank will allow us to set up low interest rate loan mortgages for those looking to relocate and build homes. Once we get 100 submissions, we are going to submit the database to several developers and banks for funding. We will get weekly updates. So this is what we was doing, and to the tune of $2.2 million.
Right.
So, like I said, people were denied the opportunity of seeing that. A lot of people saw it.
Kwesi, if you show people this, people are gonna come. They're gonna come. I'm excited just seeing it. Like, oh, I want to be a part of that, because you're showing me this is what you could get for this price. It's no guessing. Like, like, I don't know how much this gonna be. I don't know. We don't like the unknown over here. We like to know what we're spending, what we're getting.
Okay, so you saw everything I was showing you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
think
just trying
great.
to maneuver around in these.
I'm trying to see how I could be number 31. I'm trying to, because I know I want land. I know I want to build.
This is what we're gonna do, right? If you just send me an email.
Yes, I will definitely send you an email. It's not gonna be in Mater Bay. It's gonna be in Crystal and Jones, because that's my name. Or Mater Bay is just for TV. It's not for, it's not real. Okay, but I'll let you know.
Gambians are the face of Gambia, not bad. They are small fish in a very big pond. Don't let YouTube fool you. Okay, yeah. These people and these government people and stuff like that. If anything happened in the country, we could lose everything. It already happened. That's why a lot of business people were scared to invest in Gambia, because when it was the former administration, confiscated a lot of property and things like that from people. It was a lot of bullshit going on.
Can we be protected from that?
Absolutely. Okay. But not buying land by yourself.
Right.
And then you're going to have a big mouth out there. Oh, don't take our land. Don't take our land. When you should have brought the land right in the first place. And then and far enough away from, any confusion, and you want to integrate. You understand?
So basically you want to build a city. We're building our own nation, a repack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, with Elvin, this brother acts right here. Elvin, with Elvin's B&B, Elvin have another better spot, but it's not going to be advertised. It's not going to be advertised through YouTube. People will see it, but they probably won't even know it belongs to him. You know what I mean? And that's the safest course, because our people, you can't even get around our people in a group without some bull crap going on. That's crazy.
Right.
That's why nobody's together, because they all got together and that's what they produce. But so that's why our community have to be teacher instructors, and then the rest of them have to be a educatable population, or a learnable, a teachable population. You understand what I'm saying? They can't be people up there that are hard and capitalists, and looking to stab you in the back in order to gain market share. So with the whole situation with Elvin, because I'm kind of tired and things like that, and I have something, I have a huge blessing that I received today, and I have to attend to that. But in any case, I wanted to get up here and speak about this, and it wasn't even really to discuss bag. That's why I didn't really talk too much about them. But the fact of the matter is, they were informed prior to this situation that Elvin got ripped off by the agent, and the guy that owned the property. He didn't even own the property. The guy rented the property without the real owner knowing. You understand? Elvin.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and we're going to bring all of this forward. We're going to bring it all. We're taking this whole situation to court. We're going to make it public. Now we need to put these people in the public and hold them accountable. There's no way that you guys, after you saw what happened over here with R. Kathy, that you can think about coming over here and continuing to, live according to this model where people are saying, hey, come over here and just buy land. Right. Once you buy your land, they straight on you. They got their land. They got their money.
And then you're stuck with whatever
you stuck with. You got to figure it out now.
Right.
We don't need to be coming over here trying to figure it out, and for them to attack this, well thought out plan that was done years and years prior. You don't understand what I'm saying? And attack a brother, and these people being from the UK, that's another thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's not all of them, but that's another difference that we have to deal with. So it's even more demand that we do things right to take all of this nationalism out of our our community build. I just played earlier the Ballot and the Bullet, Malcolm X, and he talks about that. We can have our religion, we can have our cultures, but when we talk about building as a community, we have to put those things to the side. You understand what I'm saying? And in any case, our this rabbit hole runs very deep when you have people who have YouTube channel, and then you have Watermeyer. He liked my comment today. I posted that, hey, listen, it's beautiful. We do need to build throughout Africa, but at the same time, there has to be some oversight for the people that are gaining notoriety through these platforms, because they're having devastating results. There has to be some journalistic integrity. If something's happening in the Repat community, these YouTubers that want to go up there and make a fun of it, and they ain't doing shit, you ain't doing nothing. What are you doing outside of all they do consistently is make videos about
eating.
They make videos. They making videos all the time, but how many of them that you see over there building? Like I said, they shouldn't. Like I said, they need to stick with celebrity gossip. Talk about Kanye. He got $6 billion. It's not gonna hurt him. But don't talk about my people that only got $500 to invest, $1,000 to invest, $4,000 to invest in their brother and sister, and they scared. They don't know what to do. What I mean? Everything is falling down around them. The way of life. They know Africa is the way out, but they can't get there right now because they're working. They can't get right now. They're not right now because they have child support and they can't pay their passport. There's people saying, hey, I want to send my family over here. Who would want to send their family over there now? You understand what I'm saying? They wanted to take the best option off the table that you guys see. I have children. I raise children. I had a business, multi-million-dollar business, which I still do. And I raised my children. My children live in Orlando. They live 40 minutes from Disney. They've been to Disney so many times. A lot of kids can't even never see Disney in their life. You understand what I'm saying? I already proved that.
My purpose for coming to Africa was not to struggle. I don't want to go over there and have to struggle or to have to fight with people. I might as well stay here. I want to go there and be peaceful and have a better life than I have here.
Sister, check this out. We're working together. And we have Gambians there on the ground. We're organizing, and we're all a lot wiser now. And we love our brothers and sisters. We see them out there doing their thing, but being unjust, being unfair, being wicked, lying, supporting wicked liars, we can't rock with that.
Right.
That's why people are dying, man. We can't bring that over there. How long you think somebody gonna let you threaten their, their livelihood before they have to be like, hey, listen, I gotta, he's trying to kill me off.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're trying to stop me from eating, don't you know I got Gambian family there? They try to run me out of Gambia. You want my Gambian children to be bastards? The Gambian people don't work like that. Right. You guys go into a Gambian household that is experiencing, my ex-wife. They went into her house. They went there because she was mad at me, and they influenced this little girl because her family's not strong.
Because she was mad at you, that was their entryway in. Had y'all been good, she would have never been able to do that to her.
The sad thing is that the sad thing is at the time I gave her $10,000 to start a business, and when she got the money, we was already having problems, but she felt that money was enough for her to, do what she wanted to do. She didn't want to listen at that time. You know what I mean? And then at that time I said, hey, I had it. I try to make it work with you. You don't want to listen to me. I didn't come away from America to come over here and you want to dictate to me. I came over here to take care of you, which I did, and I did it very well. But like I said, that's all my personal stuff. And for Juliet and them, after they dropped the charges, that they put against me. They dragged me out there. I was going back in every 2 or 3 days, having to drive an hour away to report. I had to pay bond money to get out. This was a whole year later that I got arrested. You know why?
No, I don't know why you was arrested.
Well, you know, the accusers and everybody that's watching, the accusers say that I mismanaged money from our, you know, but that didn't happen. That's how it all got started. We were talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars that was brought in. I was the largest investor. One of the investors put up 16,000. It was only like five of us that put up 50,000, and then the other 35 people were ranging from you know 500 to 2,000 or 3,000. But anyway, they did a thorough investigation.
And that's what Shantae felt because she was. It made it seem like she was like she gave the most.
She was under me, after me. That was 1 year, and I showed that. I showed all my bank records. 20,000. Remember, I was coming over there 7 years before, so I was spending an average of $10,000 a year because over there. You're already looking at an investment for me by myself about $60,000-$70,000. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got that compound, computers, all of that stuff, but I've been training through my non-for-profit, and nobody supported that. I was paying before anybody came. Like I show you that picture with Bag. Mm-hmm. I don't even think Juliet was coming back and forth at that time, but it wasn't no Blacksit, you know.
Right, wasn't living.
But in any case, you know, what took place with Elvin at his house with that lady coming there and her trying to force herself on Elvin and taking the situation that he'd been through, going to Bag and flipping around, mm-hmm. and then they running with it and putting all of this harm that was done to Elvin on Elvin, mm-hmm. is disgusting at the highest level.
Especially since he doesn't have a YouTube, he's not in that life, right? So, you know, what if he just wasn't into social media or at all? He would have never even known, you know.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do because we're gonna go ahead and close this out my 2-hour mark. Thank you very much, everyone. Yes. I'm calling out for my people, especially my people that's here in Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, DC, Maryland, Chicago, New Orleans, Ohio, my people in Cleveland, my people in Toledo. Yo, I got a big family in Toledo. One of my boys, Jesse Lockridge, my homegirl went out there. She's like, some people? I called my boy Jesse. I was like, tell her how many brothers and sisters you have. He was like 64 brothers and sisters. Toledo. So if y'all go to Toledo, I know some people out there. Y'all need some help. But anyway, man, y'all hit me up, man. Let's come together, man, and let's do things the right way in all of this drama that's going on in the Gambia. And it's a hard thing that we can't deal with some people, but you got to make your choice. Are you gonna go with somebody that's willing to tear down their brothers that have a plan? It ain't like we don't have a plan. We got, and it's not just Elvin. There's Gambians involved. You understand? So with that being said, catch my live the day after tomorrow where we're going to go back on. We're going to talk more about it. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you, Brother Kwesi.
You're welcome. Be safe.
Okay.
All right.